Barak Howell, Barak Howell Shai, Barak Howell, Barak Howell Shai, Barak Howell, Barak Howell Shai. All praise unto Yahweh Shimi Al Shai Barak HaKadash. Double honors unto the apostles of Great Millstone. Honors your brothers to be pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. So I wanted to do this video right here, going into the times and the seasons that we're in right now. And pretty much, this ain't no time to be having a low level amount of faith. Okay. Matter of fact, if I'll read. Let me read the scripture first. But my mind's just thought about this. The Spirit really wants this to go another way. So I'll read this scripture here because this is I can come back to this. Okay. So this ain't no time to be really be having a low vibration. Okay. Really, we're at the door. Okay. We're at the gates of mercy. Okay. And the reward, okay, for the works that we have done on this side. Okay. And the reward, okay, that the Most High said he was going to bring unto his people, that's basically being prepared to be manifested. Okay, you're seeing all of these wars popping off all over the place, and the prophecies are just becoming evident. Okay, there ain't no need to go into some deep blue web, okay, and find some article to try. The information is there. Okay, so it's evident that we're in the last days of the last days. Okay, so it really this is a time when you want to have your faith rooted and rooted in Yahweh Shai. Doth not the scripture say within the book of Isaiah, what is it, the 33rd chapter and the 6th verse? I believe that's the scripture, how that that faith was going to be the what? It was going to be the stability of thy times. Okay, so you gotta have a certain type of mentality of which you're going to be really tried in these times. Okay, because you got vessels unto honor. You got some vessels of dishonor. You got to have stuff that's going to burn within the fire, man. And as we get closer and closer to this thing, okay, the Most High is going to put you through certain things where, there's going to be a trying of your faith, okay, to make sure you're going to be rooted and rooted. Really, it's not even a trying of, when people say that, say that trying, they just hear the bit where it sounds difficult. But really, when you're talking about trying, okay, and you're going into forging metals and so on and so forth, when you're trying a piece of metal, although you're afflicting that piece of metal, what you're doing is you're making it hard, man. Okay, now if that metal's got some impurities in there, that's when it's going to smash. So when you hear the statement, the trying of your faith, what you should be thinking in your mind is that the Most High is making you hard for the particular situation that that's going to be out there within your, in the future. Okay, the Most High is purifying you so you can understand. That's what that's pretty much in a roundabout way you can take the meaning of the word trying. Okay, because you try a piece of metal, you're making that piece of metal hard. You're afflicting it, but really you're making that piece of metal like hard, man. You ever see them old time movies and you got the smith and the smith's trying that piece of metal and he's making the sword. Well, the sword's gonna go through that process to what? To be made hard, man. And the same thing applies for the men of the Lord. We're going to go through the afflictions to be made hard. Okay, like stones. Okay, so that when the time comes, you're going to be found worthy. Now, like going back onto the statement of impurities, that reminds me of that scripture where it talks about how the Most High can't tempt you. Whatever is in your mind to do, you're going to do that. Some people going to do that. Okay, and if you don't have the mindness to decipher what times we're living in, and you can't prioritize really the word, okay, because you're supposed to be prioritizing this word over and above all things. Remember, this is one thing I always try to mention. Remember that the men of the Lord that was at the time of Yahushua, they actually have to give up their lives. They didn't have to live stream. They weren't live streaming from downtown somewhere. They were with Yahushua downtown, and downtown wasn't down the road. Okay, downtown wasn't a flight away. Downtown was like, we're gonna go on a ship. Okay, we're gonna go to another city. Okay, and we might not be back. That was the mentality them men were in. So we really, in terms of traveling and getting to the place that we gotta get to, we really gotta get easier. You got some cats falling out. Okay, so this is the book of Ephesians, the 6th chapter on the 14th verse. It says, stand therefore having your loins girt. Okay, and when you gird up your loins in the ancient times, you was getting ready for war. And what's the battle that you're gonna fight? You're gonna fight the spiritual battle, man, with demons, Satan, and really that's the main battle, the demons. And the demons will always come off of the impurities that you are allowed to have within your own mind. Okay, or the weaknesses or the doubts that you might have. Okay, and you let that doubt manifest. We really in the times where you ain't supposed to be doubting certain things, man. Okay, now is the Most High gonna have it to where he's gonna work things out in his own time? Of course, that's what the Most High. He's got his own plan. There's an old saying out there from the West Indies: the Most High proposes, and rather more, man proposes and God disposes. So there's a thing of the Most High is gonna do what he wants, but at the end of the day, they ain't supposed to shake up your faith too much. You're gonna get shaken up with flesh. I ain't trying to pretend like I'm some tough dude out here with flesh, but you're supposed to come through that. And Yahweh Shem Yahshua, when the next time comes, because it's surely gonna come, man. Yahweh Shem Yahshua, I'll pull through. Okay, so he says, stand there for having your loins girt, okay, with truth, and having the breastplate of righteousness, and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. So really, the bit I wanted there is, the breastplate, having on let me read from above. So it says, wherefore take unto you the whole armor of your house, okay, whereby you are able to withstand the evil days, and have it done all to stand. Okay, and you get some guys, they get shaken about a little bit, and they haven't done all to be in a position to complain, or have done all to be in a position of where they just giving up. Okay, you're supposed to go through above and beyond to make sure that your mind is right, man. Okay, you're supposed to go above and beyond to make sure that you're on point, man. You're steadfast. You're grounded. You're sturdy. That's the mentality you're gonna be in. You're gonna be in the mindset that, look, man, whatever happens, you know what? Even in death, Yahweh Shem Yahshua is gonna deliver. Because guess what? The scripture does require that for some people. Okay, and if that comes about, again, I pray Yahweh Shem Yahshua, I take it as a righteous man would take it. But we know also the people that was gonna die for this truth, they was gonna be what? They was gonna be the first ones in them chariots, man, to enjoy of the peace and the rest that comes with salvation. And then the rest that are on the earth, they was going to be caught up with them. Okay, let's go back onto this precept here, the book of Thessalonians, the first chapter and the fifth verse, first Thessalonians 5:17. Okay, it says, pray without ceasing. Okay, and that's all it says. But it's such an important important part of our the word that we're pushing out here, a great millstone. Okay, and some people don't do enough of it. It's just a fact. Okay, you can never pray enough. The Most High ain't out there just like, look, I'm scared of this. I'm not scared of him. I'm not trying to hear from this dude anymore, man. He's complaining too much. That's not what the Most High set up. Rather, the Most High set up a situation where you're supposed to be crying unto Yahweh Shem Yahshua, okay, so that you're gonna be delivered from the situations that the Most High put you in. And if you are praying unto the Most High, well, guess what? The Most High is going to deliver you, but guess what? He's going to do it in his time. See, you can't force the Most High. You can't force the hand of the Most High. Okay, but the Most High is going to get the job done when he wants to get the job done. That's why the scripture that we read before said that what? You're going to be steadfast, man. Okay, being patient. Okay, hoping. Okay, and really being steadfast in this truth, man. Like I said, it ain't a time for feeble hands. Okay, let me search that scripture and we can really close out this particular video on that. I believe it says feeble hands. Okay, Isaiah 35 and 3 says, strengthen ye the weak hands and confirm the feeble knees, man. Okay, say to them that are fearful, of a fearful heart, be strong. See, that's the spirit it's supposed to be in, being strong. Okay, fear not, behold, your power will come, right, with vengeance, even the Most High to recompense, and he will come and save you. So if you really got your focus on the Most High coming to save, okay, coming to deliver, then, the feeble hands ain't supposed to be so feeble. I mean, you might be catching hell at the job, but really, when you remember that the Most High is going to be avenging you pretty soon, you're supposed to be in a state of rejoicing. That's why, I ain't happy, but I'm of a good cheer. Man, even the scripture says to be of good cheer. Let me try to search it up, because the hope is here, man. Okay, be of good cheer. Okay, the hope is here. You can see it manifesting. You know the end of Esau. Okay, you know what his end is gonna be. Okay, so what's there to be what's there to be so down in the spirit about, man? Okay, um, now really I'm trying to find there's a particular one, okay, that says it in a way, like it's an instruction. Okay, I can't find it off the top. Off the top. I read it somewhere. Pretty much, man. You're supposed to be hoping in that the Most High is going to be coming soon, and that's supposed to make you glad. That's why it was known as the gospel. I'm not saying being, really, you're supposed to be in a state of mourning, but we're in a state of mourning. But the hope is supposed to be, supposed to be a comfort in you. That's why you have a comfort. That's the best way to put it. Okay, we're in a state of mourning, but we got the comfort to comfort us, which is the scriptures, man. We're in hell, but we got the comfort, man. So you ain't supposed to be down and out. Hey, if you want to complain, that's one thing. But to be down and out, that means to say that you've made a void. Okay, the comfort of the Lord is sent. Okay, it's a comforter. What you do? What does a comforter do? It comforts you in a sorrowful situation. So you're in a sorrowful situation. You're supposed to be getting into these scriptures, being steadfast, and getting hyped up about what the Most High is finna to bring about in this place. Okay, so that really, hopefully, that was of edification. But I'm gonna say, all praise unto Yahweh, Shemi Al-Shai, Wahara Kakadash. Double honors unto the apostles, a great millstone. Honestly, brothers that be pushing this truth in sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. Shalom.